Shalom. Just doing a lot of study, research, listening to others who are quite knowledgeable, and I had to give credit to where credit's due. Like I said, the Hebrew nation, Yashraelites, Yehudi, more. Just getting a lot of knowledge, of course, guided by Scripture. And a reflection on the Word. So I've been through knowledge, understanding. They say wisdom, knowledge, and all you're getting, get understanding. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And as we think, and as I gain on those knowledge, on that knowledge, I'm led to thought, which leads to truth. And as I'm led to that truth, and this is for educational, informational purposes. Some may just see it as entertainment. Take it for whatever it's worth to you. So I looked up this term called false flag, because I've always heard that. And the definition of false flag is a covert operation designed to deceive. The deception creates the appearance of a particular party, group, or nation being responsible for some activity, disguising the actual source of responsibility. The term false flag originally referred to pirate ships that flew flags of countries as a disguise to prevent their victims from fleeing or preparing for battle. Sometimes the flag would remain and the blame for the attack be laid incorrectly on another country. The term today extends beyond the naval encounters to include countries that organize attacks on themselves and make the attack appear to be the enemy nation or terrorists, thus giving the nation that was supposedly attacked a pretext. Now let's see what the word pretext means. Did I get that? See. Etymology of pretext was 1510s, from French pretext, from Latin pretextum. A pretext outwardly display, noun use of neuter, past particle, or pretextual, to disguise, cover, literally weave in front. For sense, compare, pull the wool over someone's eyes. Pray in front, pretextual, to weave. To weave, also to fabricate. Okay. Okay. Thus giving the nation that was supposedly attacked a pretext, pull the wool over your eyes for domestic repression and foreign military aggression. Operations carried out during the peacetime by civilian organizations, as well as covert government agencies, can by extension also be called false flag operations if they seek to hide the real organization behind an operation. Covert operation. Wikipedia. A covert operation is a military operation that intends to conceal the identity of or allow plausible denial by the sponsor. It is intended to create a political effect which can have implication in the military, intelligence, or law enforcement arenas, affected either the internal population of a country or individuals outside of it. Covert operations aim to secretly fulfill their mission objectives without anyone knowing who sponsored or carried out the operation, or in some cases without anyone knowing that the operation was even occurred. Causa belli. Causa belli is a Latin expression meaning an act or event that provokes or is used to justify war, literally a case of war. A Kazi belly involves direct offenses or threats against the nation declaring the war, whereas a Kazi fedoris involves offenses or threats against its ally, usually one bound by a mutual defense pact. Either may be considered an act of war. The term came into wide use in the 17th and 18th centuries throughout the writing of Hugo Grotius, 1653, Cornelius van Binkershoek, 1707, and John Jacques Burlamaqui, 1732, among others. And due to the rise of the political doctrine of jus ad bellum, or just war theory, the term is also used informally to refer to any just cause a nation may claim for entering into a conflict. Now, the reason I looked into that is because I thought about this thing they call gang stalking right now, where it's always been around, gang stalking. And you see that it's a false flag where it make a man or a woman think that they've done something to cause what's going on, but this is actually an attack, a war crime interacted by a foreign de facto operation on the true people. Now, and then I thought about how many of us are taught that, let me use some terms: coming to God, knowing yourself. These are just terms I'm using. Knowing, coming back to God, knowing yourself, honoring your mother and your father. Some great ideas and actual fact that is taught, and I must give credit to the Moors, because that's basically, it's allowed me to bring this thing in full circle, to bring this knowledge to a reality, to something that is tangible that I can grasp, hold on to. It's not just a religious concept or a feeling or a feel-good moment, but it brings it all to a point. Now, as I've told you before, I truly believe in the Most High, the highest, but not according to how religion has taught it. And when you say a personal relationship, I've seen that how I've been delivered because of the highest. So that's why I say I know, as I know him, I know myself. And then also the term of come back and honor your mother and your father. And this is to the Hebrew nation. Return to yourself. Be yourself. Let's say in this, as they other term, they say, know who you are. So as we begin to know who we are, and there's no shame in admitting that we are learning to know who we are, because we've been a people that's been false flagged our whole life. So that's just the truth. So there's no shame in dishonoring that. The honor is to tell the truth about it and to learn who you are. So, and in learning who you are, you return and honor your mother and your father, and you return to, we say Eloh, Allah, and we return to Malachim, who we are. This is just thoughts to share. So I'm not telling anyone you have to agree with these things. This is just me expressing myself by right. I have the right to do that. And if it helps you, take that and learn more about who you are as well. Now let me put some scriptures in there to maybe bring this thing around. 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needed not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. That's why I said it's all relevant. The scriptures, spirituality, and bringing it around to how to apply those things in your life to live this life. Why honoring your mother and your father, your ancestors, yourself, and the Most High, who is allowing us to have this knowledge through the Word. 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray, basically ask and you shall receive, and seek my face. Seek who he really is, who you really are. Seek the truth and turn from their wicked ways, the ways of wicked imaginations, away from the ways of false flag operations. Get to the meat of the matter. Seek the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Then will I hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sin, and I will heal their land. Joel 2:25 and 26. And I will restore you the years that the locust has eaten, the cankerworm and the caterpillar and the palmer worm, my great army which I sent among you. And you shall eat plenty and be satisfied, and praise the name of Yahuwah your Eloh, that has dealt wonderfully with you, and my people shall never be ashamed. Revelations 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not her plagues. And this is the hope. John 8:36. If the Son therefore shall make you free, you shall be free indeed. You're free. Everything else is just an illusion. Be yourself. Shalom.